Hey, Caitlin! Can you make it from there?
Nike didn't just release another commercial. They quietly pulled back the curtain on the future. This wasn't a joke-filled ad. It wasn't simply about shooting range. And it definitely wasn't just routine marketing. It was a calculated signal. Massive money, globally recognized celebrities, and a message layered so subtly that most fans missed what was really happening. What Nike just did with Caitlin Clark was lay out a blueprint. One that makes it clear where women's basketball is headed and why 2026 is about to be a turning point for the entire sport. You've already seen the pieces, the familiar faces, the big names, the casual reactions, the playful disbelief. But beneath all of that was something much bigger. This was Nike declaring who they believe the future belongs to and preparing the ground for a shift that's going to reshape the game permanently.
Believe.
Hey, Caitlin, how about from here?
Come on, guys.
Yeah, she can't make it from there.
No chance.
Caitlin, from me to left? You got it.
I'm not even gonna ask.
The skepticism looks lighthearted, almost harmless at first, like a joke everyone's in on. Then Caitlin steps forward. No debate, no explanation, no extra flair. Just the ball, the release, and the swish. Nike called it from anywhere, and most people heard that literally. Logo threes, deep range, impossible shots. But that was never the real message. Nike wasn't selling distance at all. They were selling certainty. The idea that no matter where she stands, no matter who doubts, the outcome feels inevitable.
Hey, Caitlin from here might be impressive. Am I right?
Whatever, Che.
From right here.
From there!
From anywhere.
All right, well, looks like she can do it.
Nike understands what most brands miss. Truly great athletes don't just win games, they reset expectations. Caitlin Clark doesn't hit shots in spite of doubt. She hits them because of it. That's why the commercial doesn't celebrate her first. It questions her first. Nike didn't manufacture that narrative. They captured it. Because that same skepticism has followed Caitlin her entire life. Long before nil money, sellout crowds, or record-breaking ratings, there was a slanted driveway in Iowa. Cold winters. Cracked concrete. A surface that made shooting harder than it had to be. Most kids would have adjusted their form to compensate. Caitlin asked her dad to rip up the grass, not for looks, not for comfort, but so she could shoot farther. She wanted a real three-point line. And that detail matters more than people realize, because it reveals how she's wired. She doesn't adapt to limits. She eliminates them.
Grass and pour more concrete so I could have an entire three-point line in my driveway.
Did that really happen? You extended your range by dumping more concrete?
Yeah, because it was like kind of slanted. Our driveway was like slanted, so I only had a three-point line on one side of the driveway. So I told my dad he had to tear up all this grass, and he did.
As she climbed each level, the voices changed, but the message stayed the same. Too small. Too slow. That style won't translate here. High school critics said college defenses would expose her. College analysts claimed pros would shut her down. WNBA voices insisted her range would vanish against elite athletes. Same prediction, every stage, and every time the same result. She didn't shrink her game to survive. She stretched it. And eventually, something clicked. This wasn't reckless shooting anymore. It was precision, rhythm, and control. These weren't occasional logo shots for highlights. They were nightly realities. Defenses couldn't sit back. They couldn't trap high. They couldn't press without paying for it. Coaches stopped game planning against her team and started game planning around her gravity. That's when the game itself began to bend.
Clark from the logo! She gets it out of that left hand, and it's money. A deep one. You bet! He's trying to redirect a pass. Clark. Oh, my! Clark, can she answer? Of course. You better be careful. There might be another one coming right here.
Ducharme has good size.
Clark steps into a deep three.
A long three by Clark.
Nike didn't look at Caitlin Clark and see shooting form or mechanics. They saw leverage. They saw a player who forces defenses to guard space differently, who makes coaches redesign entire schemes, who pulls fans in from the opening tip and keeps them watching until the final buzzer. That isn't just talent, that's transformation, and transformation sells far better than highlights ever will. Those celebrities in the commercial weren't random cameos. They symbolized doubt wrapped in a smile, the same casual disbelief Caitlyn has faced her entire career. Not loud, not hostile, just dismissive. Nike understood that fans would instantly recognize that tone because nearly everyone has doubted her at some point, and nearly everyone has been proven wrong. Then her rookie season arrived, and the noise only grew louder. Veterans questioned the hype. Media voices predicted regression. Fans waited for the inevitable reality check. Instead, reality didn't hit her. Reality bent around her. Ratings spiked when she played and dipped when she didn't. Cities felt the difference. Merchandise numbers proved it. Sponsors saw it immediately. Caitlyn Clark generated an estimated $36 million in economic impact, nearly 27% of the entire league's total, and she did it while missing time. That isn't popularity. That's structural influence. For the first time, the WNBA had undeniable proof, not projections, not hope, but hard evidence that one player could move the business itself. And once that reality exists, it can't be ignored. Then came the quiet bombshell. Caitlyn Clark's signature Nike shoe, slated for spring 2026. Not leaked, not rushed, not accidental. Nike slowed the rollout on purpose because this wasn't about speed. It was about scale. By 2026, everything lines up. Caitlyn fully healthy. League momentum building. Global attention already locked in. Nike CEO Elliott Hill made it clear they're building this with her, not for her. The logo, the design, the story, none of it launches until it's right. And that patience tells you exactly how big this is about to be.
I was taught from a very young age to just block out the noise and always dream big and believe that I can do anything I want to do. My name's Caitlyn Clark, and I'm a point guard. What's amazing about women's basketball is that we bring it all to the court. We bring that emotion, we bring that fire. That's how I've always played the game, and I think that's what makes it so fun.
Most signature shoes follow the same script. Flash, hype, individual branding. Caitlyn Clark rejected that model entirely. Her shoe isn't about exclusivity. It's about access, youth programs, grassroots basketball, and global outreach. International expansion is already part of the plan, with China specifically mentioned. For Caitlyn, visibility isn't the goal, opportunity is. This shoe isn't meant to sit on shelves. It's meant to sit on courts in gyms that never had this kind of inspiration before. That philosophy changes everything. Look at her behavior now. She elevates teammates, shares credit, and redirects attention to Aaliyah Boston, Lexi Hull, and Kelsey Mitchell. She doesn't dominate the spotlight. She widens it intentionally. Experts believe this shoe could generate 9-figure revenue, ranking it among the top 5 signature franchises in basketball. But Caitlyn doesn't focus on profit. She focuses on reach, because the bigger the revenue,
the bigger the impact she can create.
Here's what Nike understood. From anywhere isn't about distance, it's about origin. It tells kids that where you start doesn't limit where you finish. That driveway in Iowa wasn't special because of its location. It was special because of belief. Caitlyn Clark didn't just succeed. She mapped it. Doubt to distance, distance to confidence, confidence to influence, influence to opportunity. That blueprint doesn't end with her. It multiplies. 2026 isn't just a comeback season. It's a line in the sand. Women's basketball is stepping into global branding territory that used to belong exclusively to men's sports. And Caitlin is the bridge. That kid shooting alone in the cold didn't just build range. She built a future. So, are you excited for Caitlin Clark's signature Nike shoe? Do you think will change the future of the WNBA? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and click the next video on screen. We'll see you there.